Page 165, chorale, or part of a chorale. A piece which sounds good when singers do it. Lots of chords, lots of harmonies going on. Block chords. Not exactly piano music, but sometimes piano's got to play this stuff. Again, I would encourage you to see if you can just sight read this. But I'll go through the process I normally go through. I'll look it over. It's a page long. Treble, bass, clef, one sharp in the key signature. This is in the key of G major. So if you're doing scales and arpeggios, do the G major and the E minor. That's okay. And 2/4 time signature. Then we'll take it one hand at a time. Even though we're playing block chords, the fingering, some fingerings are easier than others. Let's look at it. Right hand, you're starting here with the G chord, and that's good. I like that. And then come up. 1, 2, I like that too. And then, oh, I like this. And then for measure 7, the first one is 1, 2, 4, and then 1, 3, 5. The repeated notes. So, and for the measure 8, I do a 1, 2, 4 here. So again, starting at measure 6, we're here, here, and then 1, 2, 4, and then 1, 3, 5, and then 1, 2, 4. Yeah. And then going down, measure 9 now, you can back like you were at the beginning. Okay. And the last line is here, no 1, 3, 5. Now, typically, I'd like to do a 1, 2, 4. This is the last 2 measures. 1, 2, 4, but then I got another 1, 2, 4. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. I can do that. But I'd still like to prepare that. So, in the next to the last measure is measure 15. Rather than 1, 2, 4, I'm going to change that to a 2, 4, 5. I'm going to be in this position. That C is next, so it's here. So I'm going to go from here to here. I'm going to use this as my pivot and come across here. And now I'm ready. It's just a little motion. I'm not using it's just more advanced fingering, but I think it's easier once you get used to it. But then most things are once you get used to it, aren't they? Left hand, well, let's see what we got. Again, I want to try and connect them. 5 is fine. Let's push up again. I think we're okay in the left hand. Put them together here. Put the hands together, maybe not quite that fast, but your speed. Just try and figure out which fingers are going where, and then go back over and get rid of any hesitations anywhere. And when you work on hesitations, don't keep going through the whole thing. Just focus on the spots where you're hesitating. Once you get rid of them, then you can go through the whole thing. Because hesitations will come back and new hesitations will come along, and they're just a nil. After that, I think about the articulation, and here it's very connected. Just connect it. Lift up. It's like phrases, 2 measures, phrases, the first line, and then a 4 measure, and you can follow that. And the left hand, I would connect it. So even though I have to lift up in the right hand, lifting up here, I'm connecting the left hand. I'm connecting the left hand all the way through, and that's what I suggest you do. Don't have to, it's interpretation. If you want to lift up in both hands, that's interpretation. I don't care for it, so I don't do it. Then dynamics, moderately soft. It's going to be the right hand here, and ideally it would probably be the top note. But unless you can bring out one note, then just play them all the same. Just put the right hand a little louder than the left. Second line, you get the chorale go up and back down. Now when you get these hairpins like this up, I look in the middle to see where it is, and we're around here. Those notes are in the middle. That's my target. I'm going to go up to there and then back down. So, and you have to be careful on these hairpins because the music people don't always put them exactly where they go or how long they should go. You got to let the music tell you, where do you think it goes? me, that's it. So I'm going to crescendo all the way up to measure 7 and then come down. And it'll be a fairly quick coming down too. That's how I would do it. I would move that other hairpin over a little and shorten it. Here. That's interpretation. Keep in mind what you see on the printed page is basically a schematic of what somebody had in mind that they wanted to hear, and they're trying to convey that or communicate that to others. So you have to take that schematic and you have to take it a little further, and interpret it and turn it into something. And that's what we're doing with these dynamics and adjusting things a little bit. Anyway, measure 9 is soft. And then the last line, again, you get that swell to come up, but you're starting soft now, not moderately soft. You're soft. I tend to want to slow down too, but that's interpretation. There's nothing in the book tells me to slow down. No. But if I felt it, I slowed down. And the fermata at the end, just hang on to that for a bit. If I do it with a metronome, I'd hold it for 4 counts instead of 2, so I just stay with the metronome. Yeah. Otherwise, you feel it. Now they've added pedal again, and we certainly need pedal here. On this choral music, chorales and stuff, you need pedal. We need to connect the chords, and we want the overtones on everything. We want a full sound like an orchestra, if we can get it. We're going to change the pedal with the harmony, but if you want to hear the phrasing, you got to change the pedal with the phrasing too. That is, lift up with the right hand at the end of a phrase. Yeah, we can experiment and see. First, we'll pedal it like it's shown and see what that's like. It's going to be like pedal, notes first in the pedal. I'm going to change it after I play the notes. This way there's always sound. If you want to hear the phrasing, then we got to lift the pedal up with the right hand at the beginning. So I'm leaving the left hand down, I'm connecting the left hand, but I lift the pedal up with the right hand. So do you want to hear the phrasing or not? You change the pedaling accordingly. That's all. Pretty simple on this one. I'll leave that up to you and your teacher as to how you pedal it, but I like the phrasing, so I am going to lift it up with the right hand at the end of each phrase. But I'm going to play the left hand legato all the way through. I forgot the speed. Shame on me, I got ahead of myself. Andante is about where I've been going. It's just kind of a casual stroll. If you're going to slow down at the end, be careful, because if you're already going slow, you don't want to slow it down too much. Remember the nasal accents? 1, 2, 1, 2, and 2, 4. That's important that you feel those. Now on these chords, without pedal, see if you can really hear carefully and get the notes down at the same time. And do it softly, because it's more difficult to do it softly, and we like things more difficult, right? It's very difficult to do. I've heard professionals try and do it when they're performing. They don't always get them down at the same time. But it takes practice. Over time, you'll get better and better. I'm lowering the whole hand each time, very gently. Let's play this together slowly and check the notes and the rhythms. I'll give us 2 counts. I'm not going to do any louds and softs. We're just playing notes and rhythms. I will pedal it like I suggested, which means I'm going to pedal it with the phrasing. Ready, go.